they've made. Hall for Larson. Hall goes on to win the MVP of the league last year.
Yeah.
They traded Eberle for Strome, and then Strome for Spooner.
Yeah.
A massive downgrade there. And there was another trade I didn't even really know about until I heard it on the radio this week. He traded a first and second round pick for, I think his name was Griffin Reinhardt. And Griffin Reinhardt has never played in the NHL. And that first round pick turned into Matthew Barzal.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So there's a number of moves, and the coach definitely pays for the sins of Peter Chiarelli.
Yeah, these are just poor decisions all around. Edmonton, they got the best player in the league, arguably. Connor McDavid, Draisaitl playing strong on his side, but after that...
They're not a good team.
The Nuge, pretty solid.
He's solid, but when you look at the overall team, it's just not very good.
No, it's not. And Todd McClellan, trying to coach this team, was deemed unfit and gets the axe.
And they bring in our good old friend, Mr. Hitchcock.
Yes, and with Mr. Hitchcock comes a comment. Here we got one by Corrupt Canuck. Getting Ken Hitchcock to coach Connor McDavid is like buying a Ferrari and attaching 4 boat anchors to it.
Yeah, it's a curious decision. You have a coach who's known for a boring defensive style, and your best player is the fastest, most exciting player in the league.
I think what they're going for here is just short bursts of offense in the middle of this boring shutdown defense style.
Yeah, I think you could be right. And there was another comment by Azuri. He said, "Looks like a real long-term solution. Should be another great move by the Oilers."
There might be a little bit of sarcasm in there.
I think so. Considering Hitchcock, they said he's just hired till the end of the year, and then they'll reassess. It looks like a Band-Aid move where a desperate GM is trying to save his job.
Yeah, I feel the same. He's tying his last hitch to Hitchcock. And if that doesn't result in any kind of success, I don't think we'll be seeing him next year.
I agree. We might see a clean house at the end of this year.
Which I think might be a breath of fresh air for everyone in Edmonton.
But the one thing Edmonton has going for them is the Pacific is not a strong division.
That is true.
Like, it looks like Calgary and San Jose are starting to separate themselves, but after that, there's a real pile of mediocrity there, and one of those teams is going to get that third spot.
Yeah, Vancouver, they're hunting for it. Arizona is in the hunt for it. Anaheim, I believe they're still a strong team, and they're still going to finish strong this year. LA, he feels like you can almost give up on, and Vegas is kind of a toss in the air. Man, thank God for the Pacific. It is a weak division when you look at the teams, and it doesn't stem a lot of pride being in the weakest division, but at the same time, there's a lot of interest on how you finish.
And there's a benefit. If you are a team like Calgary or San Jose, one, you may play one of these teams in the first round, so you may have an easier playoff matchup.
Yeah, first round.
And also, if you're in a weak division, you maybe can get a little more rest leading up to the playoffs. So you don't have to kill yourself to get in. You can just, go at a good normal pace. Don't drain your team. Get in the playoffs, and then you have a lot of energy for a good run.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You enter the playoffs, and playoff hockey is a whole new beast.
Yeah, and I could see actually the Pacific, the team that wins the Pacific and has to cross over and play one of the wildcard teams, that matchup being tougher than getting second in the Pacific and playing like Vancouver or Edmonton.
Yeah. There's one more comment on Hitchcock here by Anonymous.
Oh really?
Hitchcock's looking trimmer this season. I'm sure he'll be stressing again in no time. It's true, man. He looks a little trimmer.
Yeah. A few games watching Edmonton's defense, and he'll be popping open the chips.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so what else? We got some Flames comments.
Yes. This is by Flying Italian. TSN turning point, Smith the warming bench.
Yeah, I think that encapsulates sort of the feeling of the fan base this last week.
Yeah, down with Smith. I've been contemplating the whole situation, and I think you can place Smith on kind of an injury, undisclosed injury, being a broken confidence.
I think it might be a broken body. So I have a little different view than you. I don't think the confidence is the problem, but
I don't think the body's the problem. He's moving around fine. He's a little flaily, but that's not because he's hurting.
I don't think it's because he's hurting. I think it's... He always sat deep in his net. He always relied on athleticism, and it's just slipped a little bit. But when you're in the NHL, a little bit makes a big difference.
Yeah, a small slip.
Yeah.
Less the puck slip in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last big story of the week is we have a new application for Time Person of the Year. And that's Gritty the mascot.
Oh, Philly's own Gritty.
Yeah, Gritty, he's done a lot this year. He inspired our segment, Meet the Mascot, which I remember you said, who cares about the mascots? Well, the fact is I care. And a lot of people voting for Time Magazine Person of the Year care. And Buskia wrote, he might be a coked up Muppet, but he's Philly's coked up Muppet.
That's exactly what he is, man. Running around his antics, his shenanigans. It's got all the signs of a coked up Muppet.
And I think they actually interviewed him about this and asked him if he should be Time Person of the Year.
Oh, or if he should do coke.
And he said, it me.
He said what?
It me.
It me.
Yes, it me.
As it is me.
Yes.
Is it a play on words on time?
No, it is a play on words, but if you ever seen Gritty's Twitter account, he talks like it me. Like kind of like a Yoda.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gritty with... Yeah, I see him possessing Yoda voice. Yoda cadence. It's me.
Yeah, maybe more like Oscar the Grouch.
It is me, Time Person of the Year.
A Grover-esque.
Right on. Right on.
Should we hit the great balls?
All right, let's close up. I'm going to take this. My boy, Dylan Dubé.
Yeah, baby!
First goal of the season, and it was just... It was a goal in the making. I think it was about 12 games he's played in this season, and he's been getting the chances and been snake bitten along the way and finally gets it. So hats off to you. It's great balls.
Yeah, he definitely deserves some recognition. I need to go with the obvious one, the guy who's really performed great the last 3 games, and that's David Rittich.
Big save, Dave.
Big save, Dave.
Yeah, baby!
I thought in all 3 of the games he was great, and the thing that I like is he has a sort of Kiprasov-esque attitude towards the game, where you can tell he wants to win, but he's also not scared to have fun, and it's refreshing to watch.
It's true, and just comparing him to Smith, watching him side by side, you feel his positioning is just a whole lot better. He's always staying focused, always making the initial save. Flames doing a good job of keeping those rebounds out, and it's all leading to the success of the team, and it's all starting with Dave Riddick's performance.
Yeah, I agree.
Right on. Well, there you have it. That's Fan of the Flames mini podcast. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, we'll be back soon
for the full length feature. Gotta get some phlegm of throat.
Yeah.
Get a little focus.
I'm losing my voice here, so take us out.
All right. Yes. That about does it. Who we have next?
Good question. I don't even know.
Washington?
No, it's Vegas back in town. Or no, we're in Vegas.
Yeah, we're in Vegas. In Vegas.
So let's roll the dice in Vegas. See if we can be big winners.
Vegas gonna be looking for redemption after a blow like that, but I don't feel their team is as strong. And Flames playing as they do can take it to them. Bam, it should be another sure thing.
Maybe we'll hit the jackpot.
All right, there it is. And we'll go on that. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, baby!